I've tried over 57 ways to make money online, and in this video I'm going to show you what actually works. We're going to use Google AI Studio, Facebook Ads Library, and Fiverr to make money online by starting a drop servicing online business. Step 1 is open Google AI Studio and enter this prompt and click run. Then step 2, go to facebook.com/ads/library and type in real estate, right? Choose United States or another country where you want to earn the money and then search. Once you do that, also go to fiverr.com and register an account. There is a link in the description that you can use to also get a discount if you're signing up with my link and using my discount code. So for your step 1 is once you write this exact prompt, what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna show you how you can make money online using lead generation. Like I said, I've studied and tried over 57 ways to make money online in the last few years, and I can tell you one thing. The easiest and the most reliable way for anybody to make money online is to offer lead generation. Now, what is lead generation? How does it work? I've made a few videos about it, but it's essentially where you bring somebody a new client or an email or a phone number so they can progress with that lead and get a sale. That's why in this video, I'm gonna give you an exact process how you can make money online from real estate agents, agencies, and businesses, offering them lead generation. And if you've never done lead generation, if you've never tried drop servicing, which is what I'm usually talking about on my channel, is very important. Now we're gonna do this by using this platform called Fiverr. On Fiverr, you can find people who are essentially doing this, so offering lead generation for real estate and any other industry for that matter, right? So you don't need to know how to generate leads. You don't need to know how this process works in great detail, but what you need to do is you need to find a client who is essentially looking for real estate leads. If you're gonna follow this strategy, bear in mind, I don't offer any results for you. I don't guarantee any results for you. This is not financial advice. This is not a recommendation to start an online business, okay? And all I'm showing is I'm showing my results and I'm showing my students' results. We're in this group called school.com/dropservicing, nearly 3K members, 1K profit. This guy made $21. This guy made 8K profit. This guy made $20, $15, $149, $1,680. Join the group and you can see client wins in this tab. So how can you effectively make money from this strategy, why it works, and how you can really make money with this? This is a real strategy that definitely works. So going back to Fiverr, if you type in real estate leads and search, you're going to find people who are offering this service at a low price. So what we can do is we can, for example, click on this link, right? So you're gonna see that this guy from Pakistan, right? He's essentially offering these leads in bulk. So for example here, 1,000 leads, right, with verified phone numbers and emails is going to cost $85.50. Now, this is a really, really good price, okay? Because if you're reselling this to real estate agents and agencies using this specific platform, Facebook Ads Library, right? We want to find these, small realtors, real estate agencies and stuff like that. We're not looking at like Remax and Berkshire Hathaway. We're looking at small real estate agencies and individual agents, and we can resell these leads at a profit. So, for example, $85 here, we're having 1,000 leads, which can make these realtors literally tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? And we're reselling them at, for example, $850. So If you sell just one lead generation package of 1,000 leads, you're gonna make about $700 of profit. Now, this can be higher. You can offer 5,000 leads and just buy it 5 times, or contact this guy and effectively, get a better deal and negotiate a price that is gonna be, let's say, $400 or $300 if you're ordering more in bulk. You wanna also read the reviews, what these guys are saying. Look, Mohammed went above and beyond. I received the lead list very quickly. And a lot of the people are giving him very, very, very good recommendations on there. So the business model of drop servicing is we're getting these suppliers to give us some specific result and then reselling those emails and phone numbers to real estate agents on here. Now, you might say, Tom, this is great. This is awesome. Sounds good on paper. How do you actually do this in reality? How to actually physically do this? What's the process? Now, that's why we're using this Facebook ads library. So, United States real estate, we search, and these are the ads recently launched right in this time. So these people are currently running ads. They're looking to invest in marketing. If you hover over some of these businesses and individual ads, right, you're gonna see that some of them have actually very, very small presence. Look at this one, 0 likes, okay? Looking to downsize on Long Island. So he's looking specifically for people who are currently looking to downsize. So they have a bigger house and they're looking to get into a smaller house. They probably have some problems with paying their mortgage. Maybe they're struggling with credit and stuff like that. Okay, so let's check out those profiles that are running these ads. Look at this one, Happy Homes by Kristen Brady. So she's working in some company, right? And she's promoting her own page, essentially. She is in Chicago, Illinois, right? So she's promoting her own page to get real estate buyers and sellers, okay? And the good part is, by using Facebook Ads Library, you can typically get the information of the real estate agent super easily. That's why we have an email straight away on there. So what you want to do here, right, is you want to actually go onto here and just create a new page, call it leads. Now, what you want to do here is you want to type in the email, and you don't necessarily need the website if this is, somebody working in a real estate agency, but what is important is also with this strategy, we can get the person's name as well. So Kristen, when you contact this person, put in today's date and then do up to 5 follow-ups every few days. Now, so what we're seeing here, she's working at a real estate agency, but also running ads in her personal brand, okay? Now, look at this guy. Now, this guy seems to also work for some company, Gold Bart Team. Sometimes you're gonna find people who are doing that, but also other times you're gonna find people who have their own little agency, or they're literally just working for themselves. So they're not representing some kind of a brand, they're literally just an independent real estate agent. And we might as well find some of these companies like that. Now, I wanna open up a few more of these leads, okay? And then we can get hopefully more details. Look at this one, Hunt Real Estate Era, okay? So they essentially have an email there. So what we're gonna do, right, is we're gonna go on here. This looks like it's a real estate agency, okay? Because the info at email. So it's not specifically a individual agent, it's more like a real estate agency, which is still good. And actually is very good, because some of the times you're gonna deal with 2 types of clients. It's gonna be real estate agencies buying these leads as an agency. They might need literally tens of thousands of these leads, and you might have a real estate agent, an individual agent, either working for their own business, their own agency, or working for another business. With that in mind, we checked out most of these pages. Let's look at this one, licensed real estate salesperson, again working for Signature Premier Properties, okay? So what we essentially have is we have, again, contact information, email, also a phone number, and we also got a name. So again, it's an individual agent, but she's essentially working for this business. And also, what I would like to do as well is I would like to find somebody who is an independent agent. It might be difficult, but let's look at a few more people. Maybe we can find somebody like that. Okay, let's look at this guy. I want to find somebody who's running their own agency. That's amazing. Mark Lane Real Estate, and this guy's called Mark Lane. That's amazing. So it's exactly what I'm saying. It's people like that that have their own business and a Yahoo.com email, which is so good, so good. That's absolutely amazing. And we also got his name as well. Guys, this is such a good strategy. I'm showing you how you can get these leads super easily without actually spending even that much time, without spending any money and stuff like that. So if you're finding this strategy very, very useful, subscribe, drop in a like, and drop in a comment as well, because the more of you guys are going to help me to promote my channel and actually elevate it to bigger audiences, the more videos I'm going to create for you and going to show you best online marketing strategies to make money online, okay? So with that in mind, now we have quite a few of these leads, okay? This is somebody working for an agency, somebody working for an agency. This is an agency as an aggregate. This is an agent working for an agency, and this is a guy working for himself, having his own business. So all of these three types of people can qualify for being a client for such a thing, okay? And it doesn't have to be the supplier, by the way. It's just one of the suppliers that had a lot of reviews. But you need to do your own research, okay, and literally work with the right person. What they typically do, right, is they do what it's called skip tracing for real estate, okay? So they can find people who are currently struggling to pay their bills, they're behind their credits and stuff like that, and this can give them insights whether this person is a motivated seller looking to sell their house, okay? So this is how they work in this industry. Now, with that in mind, what is very important as well is if you actually want to get inspired using, my group, school.com/dropsizing, join it as well, because you're going to see a lot of people who are making money. You really have to join, because these reviews are growing. Over 60 people have posted that they found clients in various industries: graphic design, lead generation, video editing, web development, etc., etc. Now, with that in mind, there is a blueprint exactly on Google AI Studio. What we wrote, right, there's a full blueprint. So I'm going to pick up on the main points. We can quickly discuss it and then progress to actually sending emails. And I'm going to give you the template as well. So validate demand. Confirm real estate professionals in your target market are actively seeking and paying for lead generation. And hint, they almost always are. That's the reality. That's why I said that I tested so many ways to make money online, and this way definitely works. Whether the market is in a down or in an up market, real estate agents are always looking for lead generation. And not only that, but also most other businesses as well that are looking for sales, looking for new clients. If you can bring them leads that are essentially going to pay the money, you're going to make the money. It's just that simple. Now, there's a few niches that you can consider. New agents needing initial traction, established agents looking to scale, brokerages wanting leads for their team, agents focused on buyers versus sellers, specific geographic locations, city, state, Oregon, region. You may look at the areas that are currently doing well with real estate globally. It doesn't even have to be in the US. Dubai market has been booming for the last few years. Okay, so you may actually provide this lead generation in Dubai. All of the public records of what buying is and selling in Dubai is actually publicly available. So it's possible to do this thing in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates. Okay, this can work across the world. In some countries it's easier, in some countries it's harder. Luxury market versus first-time buyers. These are some considerations what you might do when it comes to lead generation for real estate. So understand the pain points of agents. What is their biggest frustration with lead generation? Typically is cost, quality, consistently, time investment, and tech complexity. And your service should solve these. Now, is it easy for you to actually get this service? Yes, it is easy, because there's people on Fiverr offering this. Now, how this is actually going to look like? Typically, they're going to show some examples how it looks like, and typically is going to look like, let's see, maybe he has some examples. Typically, it looks like just a Google sheet or an Excel doc with lead information. So let me quickly try and find an example of how this is actually going to look like, because these examples are very, very useful so you can understand what is the actual end product, okay? Yeah, this is exactly what I mean. So it's going to be something like this. So it's going to be contact infos, email if possible, phone number, and the address. Now, with that in mind, how do you actually market this service? Because you might say, oh yeah, Tom, this is great. I can make money with lead gen. That sounds really good. But like, how do you actually get even clients, right? Well, getting clients is, we're going to do this using the Facebook ads library. We're finding people who are currently investing and growing their business. They're looking for clients. That's why they're running these ads. So we have the idea and the understanding that they're currently looking to grow their business because they're investing money. And what are they trying to do here? They're trying to get leads. They're doing lead gen here and paying money on Facebook ads library, okay? So what we're gonna do here, right, is we're essentially going to promote them this service using email marketing. So we're gonna send them emails, right, and offer the exact same thing, what they're already doing, which is generating leads, trying to get emails, trying to get phone calls. But we're going to deliver it on a plate and ask for money, of course. Now, what is very, very important is to actually consider pricing plans. So ideal case is not just a one-off, for example, lead gen, where somebody just buys 1,000 leads and it's done. But ideally, you schedule for either a very large purchase, for example, 5,000 leads or 10,000 leads, or ask for example, a monthly subscription, 500 leads a month, 1,000 leads a month. If the client is on for 3 months or 6 months, you're gonna make a lot of money. So that's the best way to go about it, okay? Now, consider setting up your business, sole proprietorship, LLC, S-Corp, LTDs and stuff like that. It's really important for you to understand these kind of things. I'm not offering any financial advice and law advice and stuff like that. Look into it yourself, because if you're going to start making a lot of money with, as some of the people in my community are making, right, you need to be properly set up for your business. Like this guy, for example, look, just help get a client for $80K in funding, right? My agency made $8,000 in profit. So Kevin, why he's saying that a few of Tom's YouTube videos helped me with this. I really congratulated the brother as well. And he made another one. Look, happy Wednesday, everyone. That was 2 weeks ago. I just wanted to share a client win, another profit of $1,000. This is amazing, right? Dropshipping definitely works, and you can make these thousands of dollars if you're just understanding what is the need in the market of lead generation and how you can add value, how you can find clients off of this lead gen and put a margin on top and make money. If you do that, you're going to be good, whether you're doing it in real estate agency, sphere, or any other business. As long as you can provide leads at a good price that ensures profit for you, you can make money. Now, what is super important as well is, of course, the way you're going to actually add the margin. So in this case, right, 85.50 is 1,000 leads. How much you gonna resell this, right? Do I recommend reselling it at twice as much? So 50% margin, $170? No, in this case, we're selling something that is expensive and that can potentially make a lot of money. So in the United States, right, and here this guy is saying United States only. So in this market, if you're selling 1,000 leads in the US market, just one house sold by some of these guys, right, can make them 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, even 100 grand in commissions. So think about it, right? If they're going to invest a few $100 and get 1,000 leads, that's a lot of value for them. So 1,000 leads, you can think about selling for about $850. So 10 times more, okay? 10 times more. This is not 50% margin. This is like 80% margin. This is how powerful this lead gen strategy is. So what is really cool in this case is we're getting the name in a lot of cases because real estate agents typically are going to put their own personal brand out there on social media so people can actually think about them as a person, not just a faceless corporation, okay? Like in this case, we don't have a name, but in all of the cases, we do have a name. And finally, with that in mind, you want to fill in this list, get more of these leads, go through this ads library and get more and more and more leads. But with that in mind, we're going to be using this specific template to actually, get these clients. So what do I want to start with? I want to start with this guy. And this guy specifically is the guy who has his own business. Look, need to sell your house in Des Moines. Sell your house in Des Moines. No realtor fees, no fees, not a hassle. Of course, that's not true. Of course, he's charging fees. Nobody's doing this for free, right? That's just the reality. That's the guy, by the way. We just saw his ad, okay? And he's showing like how much money this is going to cost and all that kind of thing. No cost, immediate cash and all that kind of thing. Maybe he's an investor. Maybe he's just buying stuff, okay? And that's why there's no fees. But then he's buying it at a low price. Nevertheless, I actually want to talk to this guy, right? And I want him to buy these leads from me because I think he's very, very likely to buy. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put his name onto here like this, okay? And I'm going to put his name onto here like this as well. What is also important, if you're going to use this template, what you can also do to leverage this information even further is to add that we saw his ad. That could be a good opening, okay? And then if you want to do that, it's going to be like this. I specialize in helping real estate agents, so not companies, but agents, to generate 10 to 15 qualified leads per month consistently in autopilot. Now, if you have someone's name, then change it to agents. If you don't have someone's name, like in this case, we don't have it, just say real estate companies and then send it. Now let's look at the message. So, hey Mark, I just saw a Facebook ad. I specialized in helping real estate agents to generate 10 to 50 qualified leads per month consistently and on autopilot. Open to a quick chat to explore this further. By the way, don't be afraid of saying qualified leads and stuff like that. What is a qualified lead? Well, somebody was looking to buy or sell right now, okay? So can we guarantee these qualified leads and stuff like that? Not necessarily, but we don't know what their requirements are. This email is just to get their attention to then hopefully schedule a call and then ask what they're looking for, emails, phone numbers, specific areas, etc. And then we can talk about, okay, what specifically can we bring? Ideally, it's not going to be fully final qualified leads. It's more something like phone numbers and email addresses of people who are potentially qualified to buy or sell. Now, with that in mind, as soon as Mark or anyone else who you email with exact template and exact offer replies to you, all you got to do really is go back to Fiverr, find a real estate lead generator, right? Put a margin on top, right? And then offer this deal at a specific price point, depending on what requirements does your potential client have. How many leads they need, which area they need it at, do they need just emails and phone numbers, or do they need more information about the value of the house in that area, etc. With that in mind, if you're interested in drop servicing, on my channel, you're going to find over 100 videos in all kinds of niches: graphic design, video editing, web development, copywriting, cybersecurity, etc. So many strategies to make money online. And finally, if after watching my videos, you still have questions, doubts, and you need personalized help, I've got a 3-month drop servicing mentorship. In the mentorship, I'm going to personally show you how drop servicing works, what are the best niches, what is trending right now, which services are currently in demand, etc. In one of these corners, there's going to be an email to apply. Just email me word mentorship and I'm going to send you more details. Thanks for watching this video. Drop a like, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to see you in the next video.